because we have this really unique opportunity to pour our energy, our personal energy, into our passion. And it doesn't, our passion is going to lead to purpose. It can't help but there's that connection. So anything that creates that fire in you, we have this unique time where we find ourselves with this extra energy, if you will. And why not take that to focus on self? It's not selfish. It's okay to do this for yourself and and part of that requires us to sort of release energetic clutter, if you will, is what I like to call it. So I'm not talking so much external, but also internal. So for me, for example, if I don't pay attention to my energy, I'm scattered. I'm all over the place. I've got a little bit happening here, a little bit happening here, a little bit there. Problem with focusing our energy on so many things at once is you find yourself with this huge incomplete list, right? So you have a list of 15 different things that you just don't get finished, and you go back and you go forth and you get started here and you move over there. Who's with me? I mean, especially in this state and the way things are right now, it's just the way our lives are, especially at home, because we're looking for a new normal and we don't know what that looks like. So we're all over the place. So this list leads us into a place where we can't focus on the stuff we have to do, whatever that is for you and in your home. Never mind the things that we want to focus on, things that do bring us passion, things that do bring us joy. Discouraged, we get burned out because we're constantly fighting this to-do list that we never got. So, and we find ourselves really stuck in that place and unable to sort of move forward. So it's time this is really a good time for us to sort of release this energetic clutter that sort of surrounds us and bring more joy into our life. It calls for a change. We don't know what the outside world is going to look like, but we can certainly focus on our inside world. So we look at what we can do that call for a change in sort of on the physical level, but we have to also look at making changes for ourselves on both our energetic and spiritual level. So we can't just change to the new world physically. We have to adapt spiritually and energetically, emotionally, if you will. So when the energy, as I said, is focused on too many things, we're losing energy because it's scattered, and a little piece of our energy is still on that to-do list. And if there's 10 things on that to-do list, our energy is broken up into 10 different places. And there's little bits of energy all over the place. So, and then we're left with nothing for ourselves. There's energy scattered everywhere and nothing left for us to focus on our goals and focus on what it is that we need. So it's a time to release, and especially with the new moon this week. The new moon is in Taurus. It's a great time for us to release any material things, I'm going to say. And when I say material, I'm not talking just, furniture and houses, material things. It's also those things that affect us in a way that leaves us feeling that we have to do without. And I guess I hope that is clear, makes sense to us. But it's a time for us to release anything that has already sort of served its purpose to us and let that go. And with the new moon in Taurus, Taurus is all about financial, it's all about money, but it's all about those things that make us feel safe and secure and grounding. So if you're familiar with the different chakras, it's the root chakra. It's what makes us feel safe. It's what makes us feel secure and balanced. So anything that does not serve its purpose in a way that supports us, it's time to really let that go. And because it's no longer in alignment with us today. Today, us, the person, but today, the world, the person. So to get our energy back, we have to really look at what's draining our energy and look at our lives. And the way it is right now. What is it that has to change in your life for you to get control back? And when I say control, it's not that ego-based control. It's that control of feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling like it's okay so you can sleep at night and not worry about tomorrow. So we have to look at what's draining and make those changes. So it can be anything from that incomplete to-do list because you're laying in bed at night and it's like another day passed and you still didn't get anything done. And that list is going to be staring at you tomorrow. So the two, maybe it's a relationship. So all of a sudden, you're not spending time with friends the way you used to. And suddenly you realize a friend just has no place in your life anymore, but it had a habit. Or maybe there's someone new who has come into your life in a different capacity because they're checking on you and you didn't realize what a good friend that they were. So it's clearing out that, but it's also clearing out the past. So it's the past in a way of what is it that you're still holding on to. And this is Taurus coming in the new moon. It's what is it you're still holding on to that you can let go and bring in with the new moon. What can you invite into your world? Looking at acceptance, the way things are now, and accepting that things are going to change. It's being adaptable as we go forward. So ask yourself, throughout the day, what is it you're focusing your energy on? Is it something that's helpful to you? Is it something that's positive? Is it something that's going to bring you joy in this moment that you can carry into tomorrow? So it's not a quick fix. It's not something just to just to sort of bide some time, because this is the time and this is the way things are going to be as we go forward. So it's where is it you're focusing your energy, and does it fall into, certain categories? Is it, whether that's the history, the past, whether it's relationships, whatever. But also it's if it doesn't make you happy, if it does not bring you joy, and you've been holding on to something and it does not make you happy and it does not bring you joy, it really has that negative effect on you because it's holding and taking up your energy and it's taking up your space. So regardless of the time that you've invested into a relationship or the time that you've invested into a project, if it does not make you happy, get rid of it. Simple as that. And then you're able to take that energy and pour it into your passion. And of course, I know I'm hearing you right now. I can hear it psychically that you're all going, I don't know what my passion is. You don't have to know what your passion is, because part of being here is figuring out what our passion is. So our passion is, what is it that excites us? What gets us up in the morning? You may not know what the full picture looks like, but those little things, and there are little things that you do enjoy doing. So take those things and expand on them and find joy. Marie Kondo, thank you, Jody. That's right, Marie Kondo. So I think I got the Marie part right, didn't I? I think. Yeah, you're right. So I didn't read her book. I did watch the series, but if it doesn't bring you joy, like get it out for sure. So when we clear space in our physical world, our emotional world, our spiritual world, you can begin to look at yourself and ask yourself, what inspires me? So what gets you excited? What brings those butterflies in your tummy? Just start drawing with a pen and paper. See if it inspires you. See if it, your creative juices start flowing and going from there. And take those little bit of steps, because when you're working from a place of joy and happiness, when you're in the presence, you're working from your heart, you're working from your soul, and that will lead you to your purpose in life, and that will lead. So take time to practice, get rid of those things that don't work for you, those energy suckers, and permit yourself to let go, especially of what you think you should be doing, which sort of takes me to the beginning of this topic of, because we're at home, we feel like we should be doing all these at home things. Often you get this kind of opportunity to really spend time with self and work and look for your passion. So maybe looking back to when you were younger, or perhaps before this time, or before marriage, or before kids, or before this job, look into the past at when you were happy and what you enjoyed doing, and finding a way of incorporating that into your life today, because that life that we used to have doesn't exist anymore. And if you're trying to get back to where you were to find your happiness, you can't. And why would you want to? You've evolved and you've grown and you've learned through this process of just not through the COVID process, but just in life in general. Why do you want to go back to who you used to be? Because you're not that person and it's in the past. So give everything a little bit of a try and let it take you where your heart and your soul wants to go. Don't let this make those decisions for you as you go forward. We have extra time. Use that time for yourself. Don't use it to do what you would be doing on a normal, regular basis. There's a really big opportunity here, people, to reconnect with self and happiness, because the new world, as we're calling it, there is no room anymore for the way it used to be. Try and do something that brings you joy, not what you feel like you have to do, or not you feel like it's necessary. We really, really have to lose the logical mind to be able to get through things the way that they are right now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.